that extreme thing. Oh wow, I'm live. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Fran, can you hear me? Let me see. Trying to got two people. Let's see. Let's see how I work this thing. Anybody can hear me? Oh, you can hear me. Great, 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 great. Okay. Do you see me or do you just see the X? What does this say? X broadcaster? Let me see. This is my first time dealing with this. This is crazy. Let me see. I'm seeing different little things on here. Okay, got you. Okay. Well, this is my first time on here. I see about two people. I see Fran. Anybody else? They can speak their piece. I'm just here to have a discussion about this thing called colorism, the new trend, for attention, the new conversation, that, well, it's an escape latch to, why I can't get a date. Oh, let me use colorism. Oh, you can hear me, but you can see me. Welcome, Brady. I've seen you in comments. Welcome to the chat room. Everybody, even people who may not agree with me, I'm glad that you're here. So I'm here to give another view on this whole colorism thing. I've listened to other light-skinned people, biracials, and everybody is given the rebuttal in a classy way. Sometimes though, you got to get a little I don't know, more blunt with it. We can't sugarcoat this anymore. I think we've for decades. Oh yeah, friend, you know how it is. You know how it is. Like Tina Turner said, you gotta go slowly. Like Rolling the River when she said, "Boom, take it slowly," and then get it to the climax or whatever. This is what we're doing now. Um, but as I know, with light skinned people and biracials, we're very loving people. We try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and everybody's experiences are different. You do, Fran. Yes, you do sometimes. I think everybody has been very PC when it comes to this subject because it's very sensitive. It's a very sensitive topic. Yeah, they'll just eat it and they're not really getting what they need to hear. And I don't know, I think this is a generational thing. I know me and Fran, we were on another YouTuber's platform, and I told them, hey, I think that this is a generational thing because we always knew back in the day if a guy wasn't your type or if he wasn't your type, you knew, okay, let me just keep it moving. Oh, he's into light skinned girls. Okay, keep it moving. Oh, I'm fat, so I know I ain't gonna be his type. You keep it moving. But now it's like people don't understand or know how to accept that some people just not for you. You know? So because of that, yes, millennials have got it bad. I'm seeing that. I even see with social media, even when back in the early 2000s, when people would be on MySpace, it was never this ugly, you know? And I'm in my late 30s, so that tells you kind of, I'm like at the borderline, like, I'm more of a Gen X, but I'm like at the borderline. If you're like born in 1980, that's like a borderline generation where it's like kind of like, I'm from, the era of with Kim Kardashians, the Beyonce's, Monica, Brandy. You know what I mean? So we back in that's when I was a teenager in the 90s. And everybody seemed to know, hey, if you was in a classroom and some boy didn't like you, of course your feelings would be hurt. But back then it was like you didn't have time to sit and get on a keyboard and talk to other people and get everybody together to talk about why someone doesn't like you. Now I think there's a healthy discussion that can be had. But hey, just one moment. I'm gonna pause this. Well, I'm gonna hit mute real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm in the family room. No, I'm doing a webcam. I'm doing a webcam right now. Yeah, but I'll let you know if you need something. Just say hey or something like that. Yeah. Okay, I'm back, you all. How you been? Oh, okay. Yeah. But it seemed like shoot in the 90s. It was like you didn't think that some girl was probably mad at me because some boy liked me. Of course. Now back in the day, people had more tact. They didn't tell me oh it's because I was light skinned. So when somebody comes and say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," and it's like because people may not have verbalized it. Hey, what's up, friend? You know, you my girl. Let me see. You should seen all the dark skin millennial tears about 50 Cent roasting. But let me tell you, 50 Cent is from that era. He's like probably I would say probably 5 or 6 years older than me. That's what they used to do. They used to what we used to call it was Joan. We used to Joan, and it was like out of love. It was kind of like, yeah, okay, people would do stuff like that. But then me, it was really because I don't know, like I just feel like that. I'm trying to see what era is Natari from. Ain't she probably like 4 years younger? But see, she's young enough that she probably doesn't get it. But yeah, I mean, I think that 50 Cent's from that era where you just say what you want to say and you don't think about it because he probably had dark skin jokes. Not to say that it's, Eloho. She sounded wounded. Well, she African. She African. She's coming into our culture and she don't understand that, hey, we got different colors over here. There's different colors in the United States. So we're not all just like this one color. Sorry, honey. Okay, you came over here. You need to adjust our culture over here. Sorry. I mean, and that's another thing. I haven't started on these Africans because they've been making money off our dysfunction. They've exploited it, and they use that now to get their foot into the American market. Like what's that, Lapita? That's another one they want to force you to say she's pretty. That's another one, and she's East African, and so she doesn't have like she's not West African. So if anything, I would say the West African person, if you're gonna promote anybody, she's East African. Yeah, they want to have these edges, and then you see those like what's those edges that look like a water, like it's like when you surf and you see like there's like different. That's what the edges. So they want to have this sort of mixed look, but want to hate on the people who actually have hair like that, or tell you, oh, you're appropriating something. But the girls, if they're mixed or if they're lighter or brown and they got good hair, like even chili, they're trying to have those chili type edges. But then they want to hate on somebody. She has a problem with East Africans saying they have your. But see, that's my thing. Chris, all of them want to talk about East African has European features. Some would say that the East Africans would say, well, they'll say civilization started over there. So if you see Middle Eastern people, their features are probably from the eastern part of Africa, and that's why people look like them. So it's not really a European feature. But see, that shows you how dark skinned people they're so obsessed with anything that's European, just like they'll say to light skinned people, oh, you look close to white. Why is white the first thing they say when it comes to light skinned people? Why not Hispanics? I would think if anybody, we would be deemed like who's the closest we would be maybe referred to would be maybe a Hispanic or some Pacific Islanders. Okay? Why does everything have to go default white? You see, I'm starting to believe that anyone that's deemed someone attractive, it means that they have. So it says a lot about people. That says right, or they'll try to guilt you if people like keen features. I personally think Lupita is pretty, but that's trying to turn now to be so. Oh yeah, like Precious. Yeah. Or what about Tarana Burke? Is she next? I'm sure I haven't heard anybody talk about Tarana Burke. Is she, is she supposed to be the standard of beauty? That hashtag Me Too woman? Is that what we're supposed to look like? I mean, good luck with that. I guess, I should have came out looking like Tarana Burke. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I was just looking at I was in a chat today, Successful Ladies Lives chat, right? I think homegirl had muted me, and I'm like, I was trying to, have my comments, but what I'm noticing is that when you have a rebuttal, and it's not like you're trying to be sarcastic or smart ass, and sometimes you might be, but it's like, well, damn, like, so what? And we're from the same era, so it's like, why is it that when light skinned people, I say, well, that's why I say true light skinned people, why is it that when we say something, people want to silence us? But these are the same people who will say they're light skinned. It makes no sense. This got to be some type of deformity, black or not. It's not normal for anyone's nose to look. Girl, about Tarana Burke, I be joking with my mom about her. Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't, honey, like I said, if they really want somebody to be right night nasty, I would be, okay? Like, it would be hilarious if I started going in on Tarana Burke. But I don't think this stream, I don't think in this stream I would go there. But I'm just making a point. I guess we're supposed to look like Tarana Burke. Who else? Precious City Bay. I call her Precious City Bay. Who else? Whoopi Goldberg. Who else? I mean, in City Bay, she's half African, so. But you know what I'm trying to say. I guess you're the standard they want is you're gonna be obese, extreme dark skin. You can't be medium brown anymore. Yeah, Google Tarana Burke and then come back and you'll see what the hell I'm talking about here. Friend knows. I'm saying Tarana Burke. If you see her, you're gonna start laughing. Okay? It's like, my God, she doesn't even look African American. She doesn't even look African. That's how bad it is. The homegirl doesn't even look African. I'm like, what breed is she? I'm like, is she even a Homo sapien? My God. Let me just stop. Because I would have a field day and it would be like Def Comedy Jam if I were to go in on her. But I believe in her movement. Now, let me just say that I believe in her movement. Technically, she ain't even dark skinned though. Now that's another thing. They'll lump her. She ain't even dark skinned. But I'm just saying. I'm from the era where it used to be light skin, brown skin, and dark skin. They do. KRS-One and case. Mm-hmm. I believe in her movement too. And that's another thing, if you talk about I guess patriarchy and the stuff that happened, the sexual abuse in the Black community, I definitely support her. I love her confidence, and let me tell you about her. I believe as hideous as she looks, I love that girl's confidence, and I feel like Black girls should really look up to her. That's why when I hear all these colorism conversations, first thing I'd be like, they need to check out Tarana Burke. She be having fashion blogs, and I'd be laughing at that. She got a fashion blog website where she dresses up. Go on her Instagram, it's hilarious. But at the same time, it's like homegirl is confident. And I even said about Whoopi, as confident as she is. You think someone tell her she dark skinned, that's gonna stop her from getting a man? No. That never stopped her from getting a man. Tarana Burke's daughter is pretty. I think I've seen her, but I've probably seen her, but it probably passed me because she looked more normal looking. So she didn't stand out, if you know what I mean, because she didn't look like her. I just came back from Google. Well, damn. Honey, Brady. That's exactly. And all noses, even if they're wide, doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. All big noses is not a bad thing. But I mean, come on now. We call this symmetry now. Like, some people just may not be into certain things. It's not always about color. It's not always about color. I wish I had something. I need to I'm gonna create some so you all can call in. It'll be like a group chat. We just hanging out, just talking. This is fun. I like just chatting. This is my first time doing this though. So, I just don't believe in censorship when it comes to certain things. Let's see, maybe that's why I think she's pretty too. I had to get over the shock that Toronto was able to create a child that looked the way her daughter does. But I mean, homegirl, she's confident. As extreme as she looks, as unevolved, evolutionized that she looks, she's confident. So I mean, if she can be confident, then honey, you can be too. Like she should be the playbook of if this girl over here is confident, then you just I don't want to hear nothing from you. That's all I gotta say about that. You think somebody tell her how she looks? She probably looking like, well, I'm wonderful. That's how you should be. I feel like I could step in a room with Tarana, and I know she feels like she's something. Yeah, confidence is key. That's right. How you think Whoopi got to where she was? She was confident. True. I mean, if any of y'all were in the 80s and saw her movies and how she used to look with those dreads, like in Jumpin' Jack Flash, she was a mess, honey. But she was funny. I mean, she was confident. But what can I say? I just say I think this is a generational thing. That's what I'm starting to think. It's a generational thing. That's what I think. Yeah. Yeah, in the 80s, they'll say, "Oh, dark skinned women not getting cast in nothing." That's not true. That is so not true. So not true. It's like they don't want us to eat. That's what it is. They don't not want us to have nothing. They want to be able to ruin our lives so they can be on top. So that's like me saying, if they take everything from me, do you think that's gonna stop a man wanting me? Like, because now they want Eva not to have a job because she said someone was nappy headed. We didn't act like people were acting out. We didn't. We have colorism, and and this whole term colorism. The person who created colorism, she was like Alice Walker, I think, the one that did the color purple, and she's like light brown. She probably was a little lighter when she was younger, but from what I know, she was light brown, and she treated her daughter like trash. I researched her because I'm like, let me look deep into this whole thing, colorism. She created that term like in '82, I think. And yeah, they want her to lose her job. They act like we can't say anything nappy. Yeah, but they'll have a shirt, happy to be nappy, but you can't say that they're nappy. I came to a conclusion that men are extra hoes because they feel like they have to. Oh, they do. Do you actually know in the hood, who are the more whorish women? I mean, when it comes to let's just be honest. If a light skinned woman's a hoe, she doesn't have to overdo it. Okay, she doesn't have to really do too much to get a guy. Okay, even if she's a hoe. But when dark skinned chicks are hoes, they're just hideous with it. Just like that girl, they banged on her because she wanted her. Exactly, she wanted her to have green eyes. I mean, that's natural for somebody to want to see themselves in their children. I don't think that with the guy that she got with, it would have happened because I mean, I don't know if he was darker, but I don't know if usually if someone's dark skinned, if they had a light skinned mother, maybe it's possible for the child to pop out and maybe have lighter eyes. But usually, if you're biracial, you go with a darker person. Like if she had wanted that, she would have gone with even a light guy. She probably would have had a baby with light eyes. But I mean, after all, I mean, she's entitled to wanting to see something in her. That's not colorism. You know, it's not colorism. It's not colorism if you hope that your child maybe came out with maybe the hair of the other partner that's maybe looser. I mean, most people may want to say that. Yeah, it's a problem for us to say it. I'm just tired of this stuff. I'm just tired of it. They're mad at her for checking her knuckles to see. All black people do that. I know black people say they'll look at people's ears. They say that you can tell someone's color by their ears or something like that. I know, that's some. I never heard of that, but I've heard that some people look behind their children's ears to tell. Yeah, that's what's happening. But light skinned people, we can't say nothing about our own stories. And then when you go into other people that talk about you, they want to silence you. But it's because there's not enough hardcore light women that just saying it the way they want to say it. You know, they don't they don't want us to say what we really. I mean, really, if we really want to say what they say, they want to fight. Even what's that dude, Jason Lee? Y'all should check him out when it came to that whole OG situation in Evelyn Lozada. He was not PC. He was like, she's ugly, and that's that. She's ugly, and she is ugly. Okay, stop forcing people to be attracted to that. He probably, if he prefers, they'll say, "Oh, it's because you prefer light skin." Okay, okay, and he's mixed, so maybe he does. You all should look at Lil Kim's interview when she was talking to him too. She was talking about Notori Houghton and about that Biggie thing. Well, actually, Melissa Ford asked her the question. So they're beating up Little Kim because she had an opinion on why she didn't want Notori to play her in the her little biography, or the thing about Biggie. And she was like, she don't look nothing like me. They're mad because she said she don't look nothing like her. I mean, if you go back to how Lil Kim used to look, she wasn't that dark, okay? I say I don't like when people try to do that. Like I said, it used to be a thing. You said someone's brown skin or dark skin. Even if, before she even changed herself, she wasn't really dark like that. It's like some of the lighting she was, but really she was like brown skin. And so they'll say, "Oh, you were the same color as Natalia." No, she was not. OG is a beast. I don't know why they're trying to make exactly she is. Honestly, I begin to side exactly like when she was talking about 3LW and saying because of her being dark and stuff like that. You notice that that's their only way. That's their gateway in. I almost feel like Lil Kim. I think it's in their contract to say something about colorism so they can get attention. Put it in your contract to say something. Somebody says something about your skin color, then your career's gonna go up. I consider her brown as well, and she ain't the same color as her. But they'll say, "Oh, she's the same color," and I'm like, if I was brown skin, I'd be like, "Look." I'm surprised more brown skinned people like, look, there's a difference. That girl was nowhere near that girl's color. And some of them would say, "Oh, it's because she don't want her in there because she's dark skinned." Okay. And and she even said if you listen to her, she was like, she don't want no smoke with her. So she need to leave her alone. I need to find that so I can play it. And I was like, I feel her on there because she from that generation where it's like, look, you're not gonna silence me. Let me pop out this chat real quick. I'm about to find a video. Let's see. What's this? I'm gonna find a video. I'm gonna play it where you can hear Lil Kim what she was trying to say about Natari. She was like, she was not having it. She was not having it, honey. She was like, Because these little kids, you notice that after that interview, then they start going in on Little Kim again. All because she doesn't agree. See what a generation told what times we're living in now. You can't even have a disagreement and say, okay, we agreed to disagree. It's like, nope, nope. You got to like dark skin. It's not over till it's over. It's ridiculous, man. Let me see. I'm gonna look up Lil Kim's interview. This I told someone in the comment section that Kim's image, if she didn't want her to play her, then she didn't play her. Oh well, exactly. Natari is Foxy Brown's color. Okay, step away from the computer. Okay, then, because I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look for this video with Lil Kim saying what she's saying, and you'll understand it from her point of view. It's like, okay, she didn't green light it, so the girl gonna tell her, oh, well, so what? I'm gonna play it anyway, and that's the sentiment of most dark skinned women. It's like you're that low that, well, I don't care what you think. I'm gonna play you anyway. Let me see. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I have no problem with Natari, but sometimes you just need to learn, to stay in your place when it comes to, especially someone's life. You're playing somebody's life. It's not like a TV series. It's a documentary. If the girl didn't like you, just step away from it. I'm gonna find a video. Wait for this to load. Let's see. Your comments weren't showing, Bradley. Let me see. Let me find this. I'm gonna have to upload date. Yeah, I'm gonna find this video. I tell these folks, honey, if I don't want this chick to play me, if she dark, then get over it. It's ridiculous. Do you have a live chat for a top chat list? Sometimes if you don't hit the live, you won't be able to see it. Let me find this. Why is this? They must have flagged that show because I don't see it. They must have flagged it. Hollywood Unlocked. They must have flagged it. Okay, here we go.
I love Maya. We've done a movie. Scratch.
What are we doing right now?
I don't know, like making elephants even more dirty.
Okay.
This is an elephant butt, guys. If you want to learn how to make $100 a day and
why they got these ads in here?
Travel around the world to really bathe these elephants. Well, this is what I say. But first, before we actually begin, if there's somebody that doesn't like.
Let me play this ad in here. Let me skip this. Let me think. Okay, here we go. Skip ads.
Et cetera, et cetera. Did they involve you in that process, or did you watch it like, okay, wow, I didn't know that happened, and I didn't know that happened, I didn't know that happened. Like how involved were you in that? Well, people always want to know that.
I'm going to touch on this.
Yeah, listen to this, guys.
Everybody already knows my answer to this, but I hated everything about that movie. I hated it. Wasn't involved in it. I actually had to get my lawyers involved, in which I ended up getting a check from it, and that was the only reason why. I just whatever. But it was greenlit. It was shot without my permission. Everybody knows this already.
But how do you greenlight something that represents somebody that's alive?
Yeah, somebody's likelihood.
How do you even pick someone? Because I'm sorry, I wasn't okay with that.
No, everybody wasn't okay with that.
No, but some people were like, well, hi. Like,
she's a great actress, but there's no likeness. There's no. she would no.
But again, if the person is iconic and to the culture and important to us, and it's still here, you can pick up the phone and call them. If they say no, it's no.
Yeah, I would have never picked her. Ever. She has nothing in common with me. Nothing. Like, we have nothing in common. No, seriously. Yeah. I've said it already, so I'm not going to sit here and like act like I didn't say these things or whatever, but I've said it. She has nothing in common with me. Yeah. And I don't like the way she's been disrespectful about it, because I wasn't even like basically blaming her, but she did like a whole documentary coming at me. And I'm like, what the heck is this? I said, like, okay, boo, you don't want this smoke. Because at the end of the day, like, I could really go there, but I've been letting her, because her thing is, she wanted me to just be okay with it. But if I'm not okay with you playing me in the role, either you're going to do it, because I can't tell you not to take a role and get your money, right? But don't say, oh, I love her and this, that, and the third, when you were like, well, I don't care what she thinks, I'm going to still do this movie. So basically, you're doing it without my stamp of approval. So you're doing it for a check, or you're doing it to come up. That's fine. But don't make it seem like I'm hating on you because I want you to do it. I don't listen. At the end of the day, all of that talk she did on the documentary, I thought it was very disrespectful.
Listen, I saw your Breakfast Club interview, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't watch many things with popcorn, but that motherfucker, if you're ever looking for something, you ain't doing nothing, just pop it, pull it up. You must have went there frustrated, saying, "I'm not tolerating shit," because you really don't. I feel like the flowers are not even enough to really give you what you deserve for me. And I just because
it should be a check. I'd rather a check. But you can keep the flowers, I take the check. He's not just talking about these.
Boy, we need a check. But seriously, and I just feel like it's just too easy nowadays for people to be slick with the mouth or just not even with the mouth, behind the scenes shit too.
And the thing is, it's like boo-boos. I'm gonna tell you another reason why she was so upset, because for me, Tiana would have done
Taylor.
Yes. And she did a great job when she actually came out and paid homage and did the tribute to me. And everyone was like, Tiana did the best little Kim.
Was that the hip hop? No, that was
the hip hop honor.
Yeah, that was
everybody was like, Tiana did the best. And I think she didn't like that she was forgotten about it. But for me, that she's closer to me. She's from New York. She has the accent. She has the, you know what I mean?
And she actually will invest in getting it right.
Yes. And it was like, that's my sister. That's my sister. I could really be disrespectful. Like, don't act like
But that was my point of saying that if you go watch the Breakfast Club interview, because you're not one to go on social media and air out what you feel. You're not one to defend yourself when you have the right to do so.
That is very true. I've been quiet for a long time.
Why? Why?
Because sometimes no matter what you say, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't matter to people.
Hi, I'm Mike Huckabee. I'm here on the campus of Hillsdale College. As Americans, can we fully appreciate the precious liberty we have if we don't understand the document that...
Sorry, it's a commercial. Let me see. Skip this.
The people, they still don't think how they want to think. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'm like, all right, whatever.
And a little bit, and you're kind of above it. You know what I'm saying? Like, your legacy and your iconic status deserves the respect where you don't even have to answer to certain things. No, and that's just my opinion.
Some shit though, I be wanting to be like,
listen. I know you as the person wants to check people and be like, yo, let me fucking tell you something. But
she don't have to respond, but she can sound off and check a bitch. Because I feel like, again, I get a lot of criticism for sticking up for Cardi, but I'm not gonna watch her go through what I see other people have gone through. I don't know where other people was at. I know where I'm at, and I'm gonna speak up and say my thing, because I know behind the scenes how much she has affection for you, how she has affection for different women in hip hop, and I just feel like I remember Ladies Night, Dana, Angie Martinez, who was just in a car accident. I remember that song and how iconic that song was. Like, you can't have watched that. Right?
No, yeah. And piggybacking off of that, what was it like working with Young Miami for the joint you have on your...
Oh, that's okay. Let me pause it now. Did anybody listen, or did anybody hear anything that was played? Just checking. Close this out. But if you did, that pretty much summed up what she thought. And yeah, it sums up what she thought. She basically was thinking like how I think a lot of us light skinned girls, like, honey, if it's something I would really wanted to say, I could say it, but I'm not saying it. And we've done that. And she pretty much know, like, hey, if you say something, that some people ain't gonna agree, to disagree or whatever. So she, just like us, we know that if we say something, they're not trying to hear what we have to say and they want to silence us. So we just let them, run their mouths because, you can't. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue with somebody who's just being just belligerent. But yeah. So now little Kim got the problem now. They're on Instagram and they're harassing her. They're harassing her because she did not want Notori to play her. Like, my goodness. This is her biopic story. So, I mean, it's discussing part of her life with Biggie. She should be entitled to say, hey, I don't want to have this person play. I guess dark skinned people supposed to play everybody. I guess if they do a story about, I don't know, they have a Rosa Parks movie, we should just cast a dark skinned person. Do you think we would complain if they did that? I know we wouldn't, but we should. I know it's Etta James. It's some lady. I mean, she's a beautiful lady. She wants to play her. But Etta James' daughter, I said Etta James, Eartha Kitt. I meant to say Eartha Kitt. Her daughter hasn't approved this brown or darker woman to play Eartha Kitt. Now you can call it for what it is. No. Notorious is the second coming of Christ in eyes. How dare little Kim not kiss him? Yeah. How dare she? It's like, honey, these folks, I tell you, And what about Gabrielle Union? What about her? What about how she wants to sneak diss Bria Lawson because the director didn't want to cast her? Oh, because he thought she was prettier. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's prettier. Then she's gonna slip in because of her light skin or something. When that wasn't even discussed or said. And I was like, oh my God, okay. I guess the guy, and I mean, this goes on in Hollywood a lot. This goes down in Hollywood. Even with white women, they'll say, oh, we want someone maybe a little smaller or, blonde hair. She doesn't have the beady eyes and jaws. And the character, I think, was for a teenager. Bianca Lawson at the time was a teenager. Gabby, she was like in her 20s. So even if you were to go by the age, she was too old for the role. But unfortunately, I mean, in Hollywood, yes, they are kind of, not saying that that's a nice thing that they did to her. Don't get me wrong, but she never mentioned the director who said that. She spared him, but she throws the other girl under the bus because she indirectly wanted people to come for her. See, that's the type of shit I don't like. Gabrielle Union. Yeah, let them tell all dark-skinned women are Asians and we age like bananas. But they want to be like bananas, don't they? They seem like they really want to be like bananas. That's the irony of it all. Let me see. Gabrielle Union. Colorism. Then she got a light mother, mind you. She got a light mother. But she doesn't think her sons should, well, they're not her sons, but she doesn't think they should date one. Even though, her mother didn't mind sleeping with the dark man to create her, she doesn't want Dwayne Wade's children, that's just silly to me. Yeah, she envied her mother. She has this sort of Electra syndrome. She envied, it's almost like she wanted her father for herself. That's what she wanted. Let me see. I'm trying to find this discuss discussion. I'm trying to find this. They said Gabrielle Union calls Ryan Destiny a B in her book. So okay, so she doesn't like this girl Ryan That's a shame. So she's just jealous of everybody. You know, she went on and talked to Jada Pickett. She had a problem with Jada Pickett at one point. I guess she envied her too. You know what? I know what it was. He was on this build series. I'm gonna go on there, and I'm tired of these social justice warrior platforms. You know, it seems like it's always an angle of the dark skinned woman. I don't want kids, but that's a great arm to keep it like Magic carrying child for 9 months and pushing them out only for them to tell the song. Exactly, Brady. Exactly. I think that's horrible. I told my mother, I said, you know, I'd hate to give birth to a child and only to know that you know, when she hits a certain age, she's, you know, I don't know, almost resents my existence because, you know, because of society. But that's why I said, you know, that all of these things that's coming out with these people make me think that, you know, lighter people need to rethink how they breed with people. And it's nothing against dark skinned men per se. It's just something's happening that I don't know. I'm about to play this
Did you
video
forget to
real
pay for
quick.
virus protection for like the 30th week in a row? It's switching time. Now that's how you make an entrance. Switch to built-in virus protection. Switch to Chromebook.
Now listen to this.
You know, it's season 14, so I'm new. I feel like the new kid. I'm like, what's happening? But no, the talent, the worldwide talent is unbelievable. And we're a part of an industry that is all about the no, oh no, no, not you. Oh hell no, not you. And so being a part of, yes, absolutely, absolutely you, nobody but you, and making dreams come true, that is something that kind of refills my well and gives me some wings. So I really love the show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, getting to be a positive force, especially in this climate, must feel pretty nice.
Yeah, and I'm not a mean judge. You know what I mean? Like I have no problem. I'm the Paula. I'm gonna be nice because I remember. Don't you remember every evil rejection you've ever gotten in this?
All of. By the way, in case anybody's wondering, for every yes, like we get 1,000 no's. So everyone just sees the yes and the success, but what it took to get there is like it's the grind, it's the hustle, and a lot of people can't deal with it, which is why the very few people that can kind of get through all that heartache and all that rejection are the people that are, you know, kind of pop, but there's not a lot of us.
Blah, 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 blah.
Remember, I was auditioning and I was testing for a pilot on UPN. Google the network; it no longer exists. Coincidence? I think not. But it was between me and another girl. Well, she's known, Bianca Lawson from Queen Sugar fame, who's lovely. And they said she ended up getting the job. And you know, my manager was like, you know, why? You know, is there anything that we can give her to work on for, you know, for the next gig? And they were like, no, Bianca's just prettier. Okay. But what do you like? There's nothing I can do with it. I can't go to a class to get better at that. But it's like, so when I'm on this, you know, on the judges panel on AGT, and I'm trying to give somebody something to, even if it's a no, like what you're gonna walk away with. I'm not trying to be the judge that like crushes your spirit, you know. Dancing, not for you. You know, try to be a little more positive.
Yeah, she did shade UPN. She sure did. She sure did. She made sure and then she had a little face when they said that. So, you know, of course, in her mind, well, I mean, here's the thing: the Hollywood game is not nice. It's not nice. And, you know, come to think of it, while we're speaking on it, I plan on, or at least at some point, produce TV shows and movies myself. And I'm going to make sure that I cast according, to people's skin tones and stuff like that. Now they'll say, "Oh, that's discrimination. That's discrimination." I would want everyone to be depicted correctly. And I may start a discussion about this whole casting thing because there's a discussion where everyone says, "Oh, darker women not being cast. It's the light skinned people being cast." And I've been saying this a few times on other platforms that when it comes to this light skin thing, there's categories with light skinned people. When we say light skin, it's a very broad term because you have biracials, you have multi-generationally mixed people, you have, light skinned black people. And a lot of times it's the biracials who are playing light skinned black roles. Like the Leah story. 2 times they casted biracial women. Now, I'm not here to tell them to not, have a job because they want to work. They have dreams like everyone else. But if you do the ratio with light skinned black women in Hollywood, we're really not getting the roles. People are told every day that they're not attractive. You're right. That's what she signed up for. It's a nasty game. Very nasty game. And here's the thing, and I'm not going to sit here and say that everything that it has to be hard, even if you're darker in Hollywood, because there is this perception that if you have a certain look, that people prefer something. And I when we talk about these conversations, to me, it's always about dating. It's never really like about things that that can be discussed, which is about the workplace or place of business where you're in a black environment. But I see that, to me, if we're going to talk about colorism, I see that it's light skinned people getting curved. That's why I remember how people were crapping in the chat room when we both said it was light skinned biracial being cast. I know, friend, I know. But they want us to listen. And friend, that's exactly what I was thinking, because I feel like when it comes to bullying, and I know they're saying, well, about bullying and stuff like that. And I said, okay, I'll agree to that. I mean, when it comes to bullying, we both should have each other's backs. We should both kind of work together on that. And I'm here for that. But when it comes to when I say about the Hollywood roles and TV shows, I mean, we just have to call it for what it is. They are playing us. And I just want light-skinned black women to actually be able to play their own roles. Same with the light-skinned men, light-skinned black men. And then she tried to say, about lineage and stuff like that. And I understand that part. And that's why I say I know it's on both sides that everybody's being miscast. But I mean, we can even say that we can go back to the late 80s. I mean, these black men, when it came to casting, when they say so-called light-skinned women, usually they were biracial women. But see, back then it was still light-skinned black girls were still getting roles, like Tisha Campbell, who else? Well, for Vanessa Williams, she's multi-gen, but you could say technically, since it's two black people, maybe one might be 60% or one's 50. I mean, technically, it's their grandfathered in it, just like if it's a Creole person. But biracial, it's like that's a whole nother entity, and that's what I'm seeing when it comes to casting. Those are the ones who are playing light-skinned black people, because the same black people cry about colorism. That's who they go to. They see that as, well, when it comes to light, they're going to get cast. If it comes to dark-skinned women, it's the Africans or the Caribbean people they go to. So if anything, we should have kind of some sort of camaraderie even there. Be like, okay, sister, well, you got a problem with dark-skinned women. I mean, you should be looking at the African people taking something. And over here, I could actually say, well, I need to look at the biracials who are coming in and taking something from us. But see, that's where I've tried to, when it comes to the bullying, of course, yes. But I mean, when it comes to casting, I mean, it's like me saying, okay, yes, I want to make sure that the light-skinned black girl gets a role. Like if it's a Rosa Parks role, that shouldn't go to a mixed person. I'm sorry. I feel like that should be something, light-skinned black girls should play. That's just how I think about that. And if so, listen, and then I don't think that it's not so much that I would want a mixed person playing. I just think, yeah, they say sometimes you can't tell multi-generationally mixed or biracial. Sometimes they, well, yeah, I mean, but see, here's the thing. In the multi-generationally mixed people, that could be somebody like I said, Vanessa Williams. I've actually met Vanessa Williams and her mom. If you see her mom, she's pretty much, you'll say in the old days you say light skinned black woman. But you don't know when they do a DNA test, they're not gonna know, what's in them. So it's almost like it's a grandfather blackness there. And her father, you'll say, okay, well maybe all of their parents were just high yellow people, but it's a difference like having a whole white person that creates you. So the culture that you're growing up in is not going to be the same, even as two multi-generationally mixed people who are just black in a community. They're living in the black communities. They're cooking black, and and it is a confusion there with biracials. Some biracials think that they're better than black women though, and are vocal about it too. But when you say black women, you mean darker women, browner women? And yeah, and I consider Vanessa Williams black. I do too, because historically, I mean, we both kind of know like her parents were raised in a black situation. Even if their blood quantum may be close to biracials, because even with biracials, that could be, you could say, well, the biracials might be 60% white, or sometimes 38, because if a mom is like 80% black, which is typically the standard of an African American, you're gonna pull 10% from it. So you're 60% white. So the multi-gen may be like 50s to like low 60s. I mean, you can even say, if you want to talk about at minimum like a Beyonce or Rihanna, I mean, even they still have a black experience, but they typically are black, if you know what I mean. Like they're living a black life. It's not like and that's where sometimes the light skinned people, like we light skinned black people, we get kind of, when they have these discussions, they lump us together as if we're our lifestyle, or we're having a certain perceived privilege or some. That's where it's like they act as if we step in a room. I mean, if that's the case, then why is it that when it comes to casting, the white people know who to cast when it comes to playing light skin roles? They go straight to the biracial. So I'm not seeing no privilege coming back to me. One of them said that because she has a white mother, she's more. Oh, I know who you're talking about. There are a couple of biracials with black mothers and the Epstein, our father who identifies black, because then, yeah, yeah, they don't know anything about their other side of blackness. You're right. I don't know. I know what you're talking about, friend. I don't know if they're from the United States, and they may not be. Um, you know, that's why I say when these conversations come up about the biracial side, I feel like, you know, I feel like when it comes to like if we step out of the house, yes, there's gonna be similar situations that may pop up. That's why like when it comes to these arguments, like I would never like hit on a light skin, I mean a mixed person, because I mean I know that they're going through a lot of stuff, both sides. But what I don't like, what I see, and this is not the biracials that might be on these platforms, but the ones that create YouTube videos, and they'll go hard in the paint and be like, you need to check your privilege. I'm like, sweetheart, who are you to tell me as a light skinned black woman what I need to do, that I need to check something? You're biracial, so one would say maybe you need to check your mixed privilege. Yeah. Bradley Hufford is the person. Yeah, the UK, and see that's a whole nother situation that's happening in the UK. And there's some problems that I think that the mixed girls should talk about when it comes to the mixed men. I noticed that they're going straight over to the white women, and I'm looking like, why aren't they talking to the other biracial women? Because I mean they're being created a lot over there. And I almost feel like, well, why are the biracials? I know it's the biracials over there. They go straight to white. I even notice that here nowadays. Most biracials are cool, but not all of them. That's true, Fran. That is true. All of them, because I know there was this girl when I was growing up, and again, I can't say so because I was light skinned or she was light skinned. And here's the thing: with some mixed people and light skinned, we'll be the same color. I was like the same color as her. She had longer hair, and I know she was talking about me, but see, I was smaller than her, so maybe that made her feel some kind of way. But she was talked about me. She was like, "My hair is longer than yours," and mind you, her friend was a dark skinned girl, so she wanted to fit in with this dark skinned chick. But mind you, I'm the light girl. It's like, let's say you have a grade first grade classroom, 20 black people. Well, we're the only two light folks in the room, or maybe at least the only two girls that you said, a light girl and a mixed girl. She runs over to be friends with a dark skinned girl to talk about me. You know what I'm saying? I never have held that like as oh, she mixes. She thought she was better than me, but I think that she was like trying to, I don't know, in her own way, try to. I don't know if she thought I was mixed and she thought that my hair should have been long like hers. Sometimes you just don't know. She had the nerve to say I was lying about being light skinned. So light skin motivations try to say you were lying about being light skinned. Why would they? I don't know, but see, here's the thing. Some people that say they're light skinned, and I've said some people say they're light skinned, and if I looked at them, I'd probably say, they ain't really light skinned. But I'm not saying that about you, friend. But when we were saying like some people say they're light skinned, and you've been looking at their picture, and you're like, oh, they're not light skinned. They're not gonna really go through what a light skinned person, as I said, a true light skinned person go through. Like, it'll be the light brown chicks like Black Woman Sphere talking shit about light skinned people, and she light brown. But I'm thinking, homegirl, you're kind of close to my color, so why do you have this angst? But she said somebody turned her down for a light skinned girl, so it's almost like I don't know if they thinking you're light brown or something. I had a mixture come at me about my long hair. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, and I'm not gonna say all light skin mixed chicks, but I see it both ways. Like, I think if you're light skinned and you have like a Angela Rye phenotype, a Leah phenotype, or even Beyonce when she was younger, how real cute they were. Cause I was like cute like that. I had slanted eyes. I didn't have like a Torontoburg nose. Just one of those cutie pie types. And I don't know, they look at you and they're like, well, I want to be the only light girl in the room. Now I'm looking like I'm not even thinking like that. I want to be friends with everybody. If anything, since you're light, I'm not thinking about you being biracial. It's like, hey, can we be friends? But I guess the dark skinned chick didn't like me. So what they'll do is try to push you away so they can control the narrative. They said that I was dark skinned chick lying, saying I was light skinned. That's how I feel about one Black Woman Smith too. I'm like, you damn near light skinned yourself. She got put in her place though because she was saying dark skin. And they laughed at her and said, "You're not dark." Yeah, I saw that friend with Cynthia. Cynthia told her, she was like, "You are not dark skinned," and I was like, "There's something wrong with this chick." Talking about she thinks of herself as dark skinned. I knew she was crazy when she said that. I just was like, "Oh, homegirl, there's something wrong with you." Now I could have even at minimum gave her a pass if she said she was light, just a minimum. If you was gonna say anything, shoot. Sometimes the light browns talk the most crap. They do. Bradley, I was telling somebody because you are that light skinned girl. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I was saying. It's like you'll have the Black woman spheres, they'll be the loudest. Like, look up this chick, light skinned Keisha. She calling herself light skinned. Now to me, I don't see that as light skinned. That's just me. She borderline, but sure. I'm just saying, and they will talk about colorism and cattiness. I'm not nowhere near that, but I mean, if I have to be, you know, woman fears mother is white passing. Okay, so then I bet you, Fran, she probably, like I said, she's probably multi-gen in a way. She's a Black girl, but she multi-gen mixed to a certain degree. It's kind of like someone who has a biracial mother and their father's dark skin, and their child comes out usually like maybe a light brown or something, or kind of like Beyonce. Because I'm sure that Beyonce's mother is probably like in a 30 percentile black range. She talked about seeing her mother go through hell from darker skin. So then why the fuck? So why bang? Exactly, friend. That's why I said like these girl. That's why I said, friend. I just I don't understand. That's why I said it's almost like, damn, do I have to pull out a paper bag and whoever doesn't meet this criteria, I just can't trust them? You know what I'm saying? So it's like so many degrees of separation, like, and I don't want to do that. But I do feel some kind of way when I see people talk about mixed people because I know that they're going through some kind of, problem. But I also feel like, well, light skinned black people, we have a dynamic too. And usually when they talk about this, it's always about biracials. But light skinned black people, we still kind of, I consider, yeah, friend, she is. Because both of her parents together come together and made her. Yeah, that's a multi-generationally mixed person. Yeah. Light skin keeps it. She ain't like to me either. The only time I care about this stuff is because of these. Exactly, because if people weren't really talking about it, I wouldn't even tripped about this light skin Keisha. But the fact that since they want to talk about color so much, I'm looking at her like, baby, if you really want me to be honest with you, I don't see her as light skin. I'm sorry. Next time when I try to stream, I'm gonna try to get the live like so I can like have a screen share. So when I search stuff and all these people I'm talking about, I can just type them in and we can look at them and laugh or whatever. But that light skin Keisha, let me type her. And it's the fact that she called herself light skin Keisha. I'm like, girl, why are you culture appropriating me? I felt offended. I feel I'm like, I guess this is how white women feel. Now maybe I understand what white women go through when they see women with blonde wigs. Light skin Keisha. I mean, I think that she's probably from the South and they probably do call her that. So I try to understand that, different places of the United States, they have their little criterias, but I mean, I'm from the North. I'm like, I always feel like a universal light skin. Like if I went down South, I still would be light skin. If you go to New York City, you're light skin. That's just for me. Yeah, and I'm looking at these pictures. I'm like, no. I mean, that's why I'm like, and this is the same person they'll call themselves light skin and then try to hate on a true light skin, kind of like what Nicki Minaj does. See what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj does that. That's why when it came to this Cardi B situation, even though she's not technically a black girl, I felt I felt bad because everybody was just coming for her, like the Tasha K's and all these people just coming after her, and I'm like, Nicki, you, and she's what I call light brown. Now I think technically, I think I've seen her like I think there was a picture when she was younger. She may be technically like borderline light, but she's allowed to say she's lighter than this light skinned Keisha. I'll just say that. You know, I guess Nikki could possibly get a light skin pass, but this chick, this light skin Keisha, no. Mm-mm. Universal light skin privilege is being so light that your man would be dark and light. I guess is that universal light skin privilege. That's like if this light skin Keisha went to Saudi Arabia or Dubai and she says she's light skinned, they would look at her like, no, you're not. Why do you think people that's like Rihanna is able to date those type of Middle Easterns? Because she's what I would say that's in their culture. Let's just be blunt. Certain people she wouldn't be able to date it. This like I dated an Indian before, and they tried to say they're some of the most color struck people ever. Now, if you're brown skinned, they probably wouldn't want to date you. I just, that's just what it is. Nikki's color confuses me. Sometimes light and sometimes, yeah. I think the only time I think she's light is with blonde. But I've seen pictures of her when I think she was trying to do acting jobs or something like that. And it looked like from that video, she looked like she may have been. Because see, that's another thing. Some people will be light skinned and their color changes when they get older. That's a thing. Because I came across somebody I used to know. 20 years later, they were like, not even light brown, but kind of just brown skin. Because I guess The color didn't change yet. I'm like Rihanna's color. Now come on, Rihanna is light skinned. Now you know Rihanna, she be baking. She'll go, to Barbados and be tanning. That girl, she is light skinned, but she tans. And you got to remember when she first came out, she came straight from Barbados. So yeah, her album covers are going to be a little more toasty and brown and bronze. And another one, see, I think people get that confused when they say light skin because like Jada Pickett naturally is light skinned, but she tans so much since she's in California, she naturally now has a bronze color. So, but yeah, when I see Jada now, I'm like, dang girl, you just bronzing? But bronze color is pretty. I think it's a pretty color. But I just know that for me, I'm like, well, my arms like look like that, but when I flip it over, it's like it's lighter. So I know if I get a tan, I would have that color. They say Rihanna is quite light without a tan. Yeah, but it is though. And Beyonce, another thing with Beyonce, I think being from South Houston, their sun rays are pretty bad down there. That's why I like in some of her pictures. She may have a brownish tinge, Or you can tell by Blue Ivy when she came out. The way Blue Ivy came out, that should tell you right there. I'm serious. Some people say that is a light skin. That's why I said the last time they only, because, friend, and that's where I was going to say that's another thing they do. When they say light skin, they're thinking about mixed people or biracials. That's when they say light skin. That's what they're thinking of. That white passing, that Louisiana type of light skin. Yeah, Jada's picking. I think her color changed because with a tanning and body bronzer, I think that it's probably kind of permanent. Because she got that bronze and everything. Because I noticed that over the years she just gotten bronzer and bronzer. Even Will Smith to me, but he's not as bronze as her. Where is he? Because even if you look back when he's on Fresh Prince, or even when he started rapping, he was lighter. Yeah, people were tanning. Even Beyonce tans. A lot of these lighter people tan. It's a trend. It's trendy. You know. But I think because of that, they'll confusing when they see a person that actually is that color, the brown, that light brown, they'll say, "Oh, you're light." And I'm like, well, I mean, they're like, it's like one of those things, like, to me, it's like, this is just something I've noticed that light brown people don't get bullied as much as someone, let's say, an Aaliyah color. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah, Will's color changed too, and to be true, I thought they were doing something to the kids' color. You know what, friend? I think that they bronze. I think that because they like playing out in the sun and stuff. Because Jaden's color, I think both of them, but But see, you know what I'm thinking? I don't know if it's kind of like one of those things. Like some people used to be light skinned, as I said, they used to be light skinned, and then when they hit a certain age, it kind of sets. I don't know if that's the case with both of them, but yeah, Jaden been looking like he's been out in the sun. So I don't know. Yeah, friend, I was bullied too. I was bullied by both. That's why I'm like, dang, you know, I ain't trying to be against dark skinned women, but it's like they doing too much on here. And it makes me kind of feel like, well, if I'm going and I have a business and I hire a dark skinned person, are they gonna be working against me, try to undercut me? Or is the light brown person gonna feel some kind of way towards me? Health issues can make you darker too. Yeah, that too. That too. Because you could be brown skinned and it'll make you darker. And then they'll call a brown skinned person darker and it's really, a health. Yeah, Rihanna was lying about being bullied. Why? I mean, exactly. What would she get? Well, I guess because dark skinned people gain something for lying about being bullied. I guess that's why they think Rihanna's lying about being bullied. And to me, it almost seems like they don't want people to empathize with Rihanna being bullied. It's almost like, no, I want white people to feel sorry for me. I know Rihanna, since she's light, they're gonna have more empathy for her. And they don't know that. If anything, I feel like white people think darker people are more depressed. That's why you got all these social justice warriors that coddle them and talk shit about someone like what's that guy named Sean King. They'll call him white. And you tell me how many how yellow people down south from Louisiana used to look like that. And you know, you got some white folks that be hating on some high yellow people too now. So, but they want to say that you're not ever being bullied. Yeah, they always saying that we lying. Like, exactly. Like, why would we have to lie for attention? Isn't that what you're saying? We get too much attention. So why would I have to lie about being bullied? You know, remember, I'm light skinned. I get attention all the time, right? Which is it? Yeah, they do put it light skin on a high pedestal. They don't even realize when they talk about it like this that that's what they're doing. Indirectly, they're manifesting it. That's if you're into I'm trying to get more into spirituality, you know, the metaphysics and stuff, but they're creating that reality that they're not good enough. I got people in my family. I do too, friend. I got cousin. His mama was from Louisiana. She's in the family line, and she's Creole technically because her father was French. So he's my grandfather's first cousin, I think, because the uncles got with there's this one named Ethel and just they both were from Louisiana. So basically, my bloodline, my grandfather, he was multi-generationally mixed because his parents were mixed, and I had found that through ancestry. So what happened is, I guess when they met her, since she was already mixed, he just got with her. You know, maybe he saw himself in her, so he got with her. You know how people think we do stuff on purpose, but he probably saw himself, you know. So he's one of those types that have that Sean King look, you know. He has that look. Where it's kind of like saying it's somebody has to look like they could be biracial, but they look more quadronish. You can say that. One time, a woman online accused me of lying about a Denver City solid book. Months. They're gonna bully you for months. Bulbous nose and brillo. See, that's what I'm saying. So, okay, so they're gonna talk about your nose and your hair, but they're saying that that's what people say about them as a dark skinned person. So it sounds like they don't even like their own features, but they're gonna since you have it, it's like, oh, ha ha ha, you have those features. That you know, black features are only cute on dark skinned women. That you know, that's colorism. That's colorism. That's textbook colorism. I'll tell you, man. But see, light skinned women, and yeah, I'll say biracials, we gotta have each other's back when it comes to this shit. Even these celebrities, I don't like how these celebrities are handling it. They're kissing too much ass. Like when Jesse Williams did what he did, I was like, this motherfucker. What an ass kisser. Let me see. Trying to go back to this. I got a cousin that recently came back to the family. He lied to his white wife and had her thinking he was, oh man, friend, that's messy. You know, and people used to pass like that back in the day, you know, but now I don't see why you would have to, why he felt like he needed to do that. Because I mean, from what I see, a lot of these mixed dudes, they get white women, and the white women know probably that if I can get a child with them, it's still gonna look black. I mean, white. People are crazy online. I've had two groups over 2 years, and 2 years, 2 years. I noticed that mostly all the females were light skinned and one. That is terrible. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I just they were light skinned. One of the chicks were brown skinned biracial. So what is it? They wanted you, but see, you support darker people. So I'm not sure why they felt the need to harass you. Justin Williams had that Professor Hair Hill energy that many light skinned men who panic. He knows. Yeah, that's what it is. And see, that's where I say with people like those Jesse Williams types, you gotta watch for them. Because they'll try to take something from like I said, from these light skinned dudes, these light skinned black dudes. When it comes to acting role, he gonna take their roles. And he don't care nothing about light skinned people. He was my mom's first cousin, so he was older than me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and that's why I say it's a lot of different degrees about this biracial mix and that's why I said, look, you know, I think that when it comes to the bullying thing, we should all have our back, but it's a problem when you got people that looks like you, that light or biracial, and they're talking about you. It's, where do you draw the line here with this bullying? Most of the women they attack supported darker skinned people. Okay. You know what the clash might be, friend, is I think, I'm not saying about those people you're talking about, they might feel like you're being a savior for them or giving them like I don't know, a pass or something. And they're probably thinking, well, you've been doing it for so long. Why the hell are you doing it? I don't know if they feel like you're not doing, I don't know. I don't know the situation though. I feel like when I try to speak to light skin, I've gone on light skinned women's channels and I'll try to say, why, do you not see how dark skinned women are treating you online? Like, is that okay? Like the China Fox chick, she gonna cuss me out talking about light skinned people don't need to give roles. Fuck out your I don't care about your fuck out of here and stuff like that. I screenshotted it, but see, that was an example where I'm like, damn, like same women I want, to support will just want to cuss me out. I saw the video of yours and thought to myself, this is all because she's light skinned, good looking, had a different opinion. I'm gonna have to look at it. I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen it. But I noticed, man, at least for me, the people that seem like I try to have a conversation with, they the light skinned people that got a problem with me, or it's these so called light browns that want to today light skin today, brown skin tomorrow types. So that's okay. I with my channel, it's gonna be uncensored to a certain degree. It's gonna be uncensored and controversial. But see, I'm the type I want to hear what everybody got to say, but they're so sensitive. They want to block somebody. That's cool too. But I said, I've been putting it off for a long time because I know how hard I would go. I know how nasty I can be. That's why I haven't done it. I went hard by myself at one part of the largest platform here is because some dark skin, shading light skinned women. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know when I first came across you, friend, I think I had a situation when I had said something and you were polite about it, but we came to terms like, we had an understanding at some point. We said, bruh, that China Fox woman is cool. And that's what I was gonna say about this. And this is where I will say in Meghan Markle's case, this is where I think I will have to say that some mixed women do probably get the light skinned black people that be hating on them. This is where I can understand why they may feel but it goes both ways. But this situation, I just couldn't understand China Fox hating on her so much. But she used to have a white boyfriend, so I guess she low key is mad because I guess she thought that she got the better end of it. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And what about that Michi X? Oh, she's horrible. She is horrible. That's why I said, I'm like, she trying hard to be a light skinned black woman. I tell you that. And I'm like, I don't want to claim you. That stuff blows back on us. You know that, dog, don't you? When they see light skinned black girl, they gonna look at the mixed chick acting like that, biracial chick. That stuff's gonna blow back on us. That's why I said, look, there's a difference. I understand there's a similarity, but that Michi X chick, those biracial chicks need to check that and say, look, this is not a good look. You need to check yourself. She even, I think, came sideways at China Fox. I love to watch that though. I would love to see them fight because they trying to so hard to be in a black circle so badly. I'm like, wow. Like you got like these light skinned folks, they want to control the narrative of Black America so bad. They ain't getting nothing out of it. They ain't getting nothing from it. You really want to do it, you got to be like a Yvette Carnell, and then I already foresee what's gonna happen to Yvette Carnell, cause she be burning a lot of bridges. She gonna be another Malcolm X. She need to watch herself. I really haven't listened to Michi. I know, yeah, from Boys. Everybody screwed over Boys. I have my questions about Boys, but man, a lot of those women dogged Boys. They used him and chewed him up and spat him out. So yeah. Yeah, Michi went at Tariq, but Tariq, man, sometimes you gotta think, Tariq might know some goons out here. He might know some goons out here. That Michi, I heard that Michi was trying to threaten who's that dude? Peanut. She was threatening Tariq's girl Peanut and talking about she wanted to whoop his Peanut's asses. I'm like, girl, like you, oof. Then she's talking about seeing Boyce Watkins and talking about popping him on the head. I'm like, girl, you got a death wish over here, man. You talk to people like that. She beside herself. She is beside herself. And Boyce Watkins gonna need some bodyguards. Because these YouTubers are crazy out here. Yvette Carnell, she be starting a lot of stuff. She need to watch herself. She gonna be a Malcolm X next. Watch. She fighting for everybody, and these same people don't want her to eat. They don't want a piece of the pie. They don't want her getting reparations, right? That's what she's fighting for, supposedly, But they don't even want her to have it. That's the irony of it. Some women just get really evil. Yeah, they do. They do. It's like when I see Michi X, man, she just looks so angry. So angry. Like her spirit just resonates with me. It's creepy. You know how you can feel someone's energy and look at the video and her thumbnails? She's demonic. It's something demonic with her. There's some people, that's what I was gonna say, China Fox too. China Fox seems like she's into some witchcraft. There's something about her there's an energy I get from them where it's like, oh no. Chrissy too. At one point I would get that from Chrissy. I would get a black magic energy from her. Let me see something real quick. I don't know why I see all the participants in my room. Let's see. Go back. Yvette's rights to what percentage she get. Yeah, she the main one. I'm like, she the main one up here trying to say, and I got questions for Yvette. I'll ask something and, people get defensive, but yeah, she up here trying to help you get something. You telling her she shouldn't get nothing. You see what I'm saying? This is what you deal with dealing with black folks. I want to help you, but I don't want you to get nothing. That's the insanity of it all. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get something to drink. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, I think China Fox, she's some voodoo queen. I need to find some voodoo sounding music. I got that from Kristen when she felt like Miss Girl Times used to be obese. That precious Joe gets to her. Oh God. So she's oppressed by the mixed girl tag. So mixed girls can't talk to each other. Wow. They can't have their own thing. Isn't that what you wanted? mixed girls to have their own little, their own space, as you say it. Not that they should have to go by your standard of what they should do, but isn't that what you wanted? So, okay. Now they have their little thing going on trying to have a tag. Now you're mad. I tell you. China does seem witchy. Yeah, I get a witch vibe, friend. I get that from China. I get that from her. It's just a oof. I don't think Michi does witchcraft or the amazing secularist. Oh, what's up? Yeah, I was gonna say, man. I think Michi is just a troubled soul. But I think with something about China, man, I think she does witchcraft. I actually think that Chrissy does something. That's what I get from her. Oh no, yeah. Oh no, yeah. On the tree. On the tree. So your friend, he wanted to pretend like he was white. That's sad. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. This ain't the song I wanted.
Rainha só lamentou, sozinha eu fui embora viver. Tanto me questionou, por fim me abençoou.
I'm trying to play some tribal. That ain't it. This is Chris.
Keep the phone you love. Well, the real phone you love. With a little help from Google Phone. A phone plan by Google.
Nyla did on, I didn't see the one she did on Azalea Banks. Well, she defended her, right? I know she did. No, this is that music for these type of
Quem clareia o breu de sua nudez, meia verdade.
I'm banishing these evil spirits, colorful.
Desmancha o véu e alvejatei sem identidade. Some o negroro, betume, costume, imposto, açoite.
Banish the colorism spirits.
Surge outro nome, outro tato, mulata, aquela de cor. Vende-se o coito, a carne barata do dia pra noite. Outra mulher, outro fim, mesma dor.
Oh, really? She called out Azalea. Okay.
Clareia o breu de sua nudez.
Okay, well, she called out Azalea's colorism. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll give her credit for that. I know she was hating on Kamala when Kamala was trying to run, but okay. But Azalea, she gets a lot of passes, it seems. Dark skin. Oh, that's some dark skin privilege, ain't it? You could talk about everybody, but they're allowed to do that. But she calls it out. Okay. Says she like the Caucasian. Oh yeah. But shows you Azalea Banks. It is Portuguese Creole. It's Brazilian music. It's African American. I mean, Well, I say Afro. She's a Brazilian, Afro Brazilian. Her music is good too. But I was trying to banish that colorism spirit, that Jezebel spirit. I'm trying to banish it. Trying to think, what am I eat tonight? See, this is why everyone say we're jealous haters. Well, because you are. She projecting, cause she know that the Azalea is showing you all how you all really think. At least I guess Azalea is a little more honest about it. At least I know what I'm dealing with when I'm dealing with her. Right, be gone, colorism spirit. And I had to time travel. I need a time warp and banish the spirit. Be gone, colorism spirit.
Quem desmancha o véu e alveja ter sem identidade. Some o negroro, betume, costume imposto à sorte. Surge outro nome, outro tato, mulata, aquela de cor. Vende-se o coito, a carne barata do dia pra noite. Outra mulher, outro fim, mesma dor.
Yeah, I'm saying. Let me see. What day is this? Is today Sunday? I'm so confused. I think it is Sunday. What you all gonna do the rest of the night? Probably need to get some dinner. Wave of Planet Fitness, man. Brother. Yeah. Shoot. Banish it. I know I was thinking about Precious. You remember when she had that frying pan and Monique had that frying pan and was about to hit her? Maybe we need to do some stuff like that. Precious. Your fat ass. I'm thinking, how you gonna talk about someone being fat and you fat? Yeah. That is how it is. That movie cracked me up though. I need to find it. I need to find a clips on some Precious clips. I mean, if I need to pick me up, I'll just find me a good Precious clip when she was frying that pig feet. Let me see. Precious. Yeah, with that frying, all that grease. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's that typical 80s life. You see all that lard just frying in a pan.
Some banks, it seems like they're going at the speed of yesteryear, but not here. This is Capital One, where you can open a new savings account in about 5 minutes and earn 5.
Especially when you see the grease on the side of her edges. I'm like, that is so 80s. That is so 80s. That nasty pig feet look disgusting. It did. It did.
Precious! Get down here, bitch! You brought that white bitch up in my house? Why would you bring that bitch up in here? I didn't bring her here. I can't hear you, Precious. Since you got so much motherfucking mouth and you gonna bring a bitch up in my house, why would that bitch ring my goddamn bus? I ain't telling her to come here. See, I think I ain't telling her to come here. Because that shit you poured in the kitchen, I should have fucked you up. but I let you walk away and I let you come get yourself together. But bitch, I'm gonna let you know if you ever pull that shit on me again, that will be your last motherfucking day standing. I promise you that. You gonna send a white bitch to my motherfucking buzzer?
That's how Monique is, though. It's just funny to me.
Bitch. You will never know shit. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody need you. You done fucked around and fucked my motherfucking man and had 2 motherfucking children. And one of them is a goddamn animal running around looking crazy as a motherfucker. Bitch, you know what? See, I think you're trying me. I think you really trying to fuck with me. You fucking with my money, and you gonna stand up there and look down at me like you're a motherfucking woman. I'm gonna show you what real women do, bitch. So you don't know what real motherfucking women do. Real motherfucking women sacrifice. I should have aborted your motherfucking ass, cause you ain't shit. I know the day the doctors put you on my goddamn hand, you wasn't a goddamn thing, and you had that smirk on your face, bitch.
Oh my God.
Now smile about that. Smile about that, you fat bitch.
Oh God, that was funny. When I saw that at the movie, I was cracking up. I was like, this is nothing but comedy. Pig feet. I never had pig feet before. Pig feet, ears, tails, snout. I never had that stuff. I ain't never had that. I never had it. Like some people eat squirrel. I never had that either. I never had that. I'm trying to look for that pig feet part. That was just so disgusting.
This is the $100,000. Get your big ass in here.
Get your big ass in here.
Where was you at this morning? You hear me talking to you? Where was you at this morning? School. I was at school. You're a lying whore. I'm not lying. You is. The welfare to call here and said they're gonna remove you from my budget because you ain't been attending school regular. I told you I got kicked out. I've been home nearly every day for 2 weeks now. You ain't told me nothing about no damn school today. I told you I was going to school this morning. You plan on putting some food in that frying pan? Precious, you got something you want to say? No. Then don't be slamming shit down in here. You understand? Yes, ma'am. You need to forget about that school shit and take your ass down to the welfare. Give me a stipend for school. Fool, what the fuck is a stipend? What is that? Fuck a stipend. I said take your ass down to the welfare. Right now? Why in the fuck would you go right now? It's at nighttime. Shit is closed. You got to be there by 7 a.m. in the morning if you want to talk to somebody.
Take your ass down to the welfare.
You think you're too good now? Is that what it is? You think you was too good for the welfare? There's more white folk getting sisters than it is niggas, Miss Onassis. Carry your ass up. I am in here fucking starving. Now what you gonna do if I die of starvation? Where you gonna go at there? Oh, I forgot. School. What that bitch say? Each one do what? Each one teach one? Well, they don't know who the fuck they teaching because you can't learn shit. Keep on listening to them white people. That's what's gonna get you fucked up. Precious, I'm hungry.
Ma mica vorrai che se fossi a morire, andiamo, muoviti! Ma guarda sta pazza!
No collard greens. And why in the fuck does that pixie have so much hair in it? You eat it. You come eat this shit. I'm not hungry though. Yes, you is. Precious, if you don't get this goddamn plate.
Oh, that shit look nasty.
Just fix mine when you get done. Since you fucked it up, you're gonna eat it up. Hurry up and eat, Precious. I'm fucking hungry too. And don't let it get cold, because cold ass pig's feet is nasty as shit.
Ugh.
Cosa mangi? No, fame. Mangia. Mangia. Mamma. Metti il culo sulla sedia.
That's how she got big. She was eating all her food. She didn't want. Get your big ass over here. Let's see. I think squirrels are too cute to eat too. I feel the same way. I tried Purify when I was little. I remember it being squishy. Girl. Yeah, well, I probably held y'all on here too long. I probably I'll create another stream. This was fun though. This is fun. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow or something. I'll come back tomorrow. I don't know why this has XSplit on here because I was using something else. For some reason it's using XSplit. I'm gonna try to fix that. So guys, I guess there's nothing else to talk about. It's on here an hour and 40 minutes. If there's nothing else that can come to my mind, I'll come on tomorrow. I don't know what time. Maybe the same time, maybe. But friend, I guess I'll listen to you. Yeah, it was fun though. I'm gonna listen to your video. I'm gonna go on there and check it out after I end this stream. Fix me some dinner. No pig feet though. And I guess that's about it, guys. Thanks for showing up. This is my first stream. We're gonna have some more. We're gonna have some fun. Kind of felt like a podcast though. That's what it felt like, a podcast. You had your colorism hang out before me, girl. Yeah, friend. I sure did. I said, well, let me just hop on here and do this, but do it in a fun way where we can kind of laugh, so we won't be depressed and let this get to us, You have a discussion and agree to disagree or whatever. So, friend, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on your stuff. Yeah, stay away from pig feet, Pork chops over here, honey. Pork chops, maybe a pork roast. Thank you, and thank you guys for joining me. So I will be seeing you all possibly tomorrow. So I'll have like a reminder so y'all can kind of know what time to show up. I won't pop up again like this. I was testing the this live streaming. So I'm gonna come on tomorrow. So have a good night. Have a good Sunday. See you guys tomorrow.